अपनों की रहलीज पे रहे, एक अपनों की रहलीज पे रहे, एक कॉल पे मुस्कुराते रहे पाकिस्तानी, मुस्कुराते रहे पाकिस्तानी, खुशहाल रहे पाकिस्तान। KNN।
It's a very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the pakistanHockeyupdate. More action from the FIH Hockey World Cup. More classification matches to be determined. The latest installment here is Pakistan against South Africa, a meeting that will determine who ends their stay here as high as 11th in the overall standings. Live from the pakistanHockeyupdate, it is here in Amsterdam, Pakistan against South Africa in the men's competition.
Number 5, Number 6, Number 7,
so Pakistan, South Africa now about to get underway. We will see New Zealand against Ireland in Wavre, also at 2 o'clock local time. England, Australia should be fascinating here in Amsterdam. And then the big one tonight at 6 o'clock local time, the Netherlands against Spain for a place in the World Cup final. Pakistan, their unpredictability always makes their matches ones to watch, really. They finished second place behind New Zealand in the second pool stage after a tough first. And for South Africa, along with Pakistan, they have been entertainers. South Africa, 23 goals in games involving them, 32 for their opponents. Bottom of the first, stronger return in the second. Will Mustafa Kasim add to his 6 goals in this game? We shall soon find out, to get close to Thomas Domenech, who will himself be looking to add to his tally later in Argentina's semi-final against Germany. In terms of the head-to-heads, Pakistan leading 6-4. But South Africa, as you can see there, have won the last 3 meetings. 2024 more recent in the Nations Cup. Twice they have met at a World Cup with 1 win apiece. So ahead of the players and umpires making their entrance, let's hear the thoughts of both camps.
Yeah, we made big steps. We could do better, but I think for 6 to 8 weeks together we made big steps. And after a lot of defeats in the Pro League, we win again. We had a draw, and today we try to win again. Yeah.
We expect a high-scoring game today. Do you expect some of the same?
I hope a 1-0 for us. That's fine, and it's 3 points. Yeah, I think we have 2 attractive teams today. So with a lot of attacking skills, we both considered also a lot of goals against. So you could be right, yeah.
I think we play a very different brand of hockey, the 2 teams. And I think we're in 2 very different phases of what we want out of hockey at the moment.
What has been the biggest learning point from you about your squad this World Cup?
Just with time together, what we could really achieve, you know, if we had more time together. But yeah, that's for leadership to figure out in the next phase.
So the thoughts of Bob Veldhoff and Devon van der Merwe there, as the teams are about to make an appearance. The pakistanHockeyupdate. Sean Edwards and Yoshi Osik are making their way as our on-field umpires. And Ali Keo in a video umpire role. So the final game of what has been an up-and-down World Cup for both Pakistan and South Africa. The Emprise is finishing 11th. Pakistan, the 4-time champions of the world, lest we forget, at a original powerhouse. How will they end their stay here? How will South Africa end their stay here in their first visit to Amsterdam? Before we get going, the national anthems. How will South Africa end their stay here in their first visit to Amsterdam? Before we get going, the national anthems. How will South Africa end their stay here in their first visit to Amsterdam? Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. Will South Africa end their stay here? First visit to Amsterdam. Before we get going, the national anthems. South Africa, who have Kulinda Yaga in goal. Andrew Hobson starting on the left of defence, Calvin Davis, Jerry Cass, and to the right, Luke Winford. Bata, Kubane, Dan Kasim as captain, and his brother Mustafa Kasim to the right, Trevor Delora and Mtalane up top at a 4-4-2 for Devin van der Merwe. Mustafa Kassim, by the way, one of the top scorers at this World Cup. De Troy, Seal, Nedling, Koch, Mentor, Spooner, the birthday boy, and Vimby on the bench. Well, AFCON success saw Devin van der Merwe get the job on a permanent basis. And for Bob Veldhoff, he believes his team have made some rather big steps at this World Cup. So it will be Pakistan to get us underway here, attacking from right to left. Maybe a contrast of styles, this one. Sometimes with Pakistan, Marsha Cox, you just simply never know what you're going to get. What do you think we will maybe see here?
Absolutely unpredictable from Pakistan. I think that is undoubtedly the expectation here today. But we know that South Africa play a very exciting attacking style of play. And in that sense, a lot of unpredictability in their attacking circle.
Final game for both this year at this World Cup, 11th the prize. And already looking to lay down a bit of a marker. A bright start from South Africa.
16.
See South Africans set up a high press.
We will maybe see here.
Absolutely unpredictable from Pakistan. I think that is undoubtedly the expectation here today. But we know that South Africa play a very exciting attacking style of play. And in that sense, a lot of unpredictability in their attacking circle.
Final game for both this year at this World Cup, 11th the prize. And already looking to lay down a bit of a marker. A bright start from South Africa.
16.
See South Africans set up a high press.
Tidying up Asimfar Ali here along the baseline. It's the second game of 4 being played today. We've already seen France beat Japan earlier as part of the classification games.
Stop the
Over the
ball.
line it has gone.
Okay.
Will be an in for South Africa here.
No, nothing.
Oh, goodness me. Ball has stayed in, the stick has gone out.
We'll definitely need that.
There is Ngubane, the cutting side. How frantic it can be from Pakistan. And then turn defense into attack. Runner. And then just played behind Mohamed Ahmad, who was joining in. How open a game could we see here?
I think what we definitely know that we can expect. Here we see that smash out of the back and Whitefoot losing his stick.
Catching the ball,
Ball
boy.
kid, I think he got hit by that stick.
Yeah, just need to check on him.
He's got quite a bit of pain, but he's okay.
Yeah, make sure that he's all right.
Check.
That stick went flying. So just double checking he's okay. And could be a substitute here. And this is lovely, isn't it? The ovation from the crowd for him.
Yeah, it's good to be sure. At first he looked okay, but in hindsight, he is experiencing quite a lot of pain. Yeah, we see that stick fly into him.
Yeah.
So it's one thing to tell his mates next time he sees him. That's what happened to me today. Pakistan, they do have that creative spark about them when they get going in transitional play. This is one of those. Rana here looking for that angle on the reverse. Wasn't quite there as Spooner cut that out. Spooner be hoping that he gets the ideal birthday present today.
Yeah, it's his birthday today.
35 years young.
One of the more experienced players on the field today, for sure.
He plays his game in Europe. He plays in the Bundesliga in Germany.
Indeed, he does. And we spoke about those experiences of playing abroad. And here we see South Africa attack once again.
Seal at the baseline. Will squirm loose now for Abdulmanan. Abdulmanan keeping his composure well. Playing these top leagues, it just enhances the performance, doesn't it, when you're playing against the top level opposition week in, week out?
Absolutely, and not only in your weekly competition, but when your team plays in the Euro Hockey League as well.
And Pakistan not hanging around now as Mohamed Ahmad brings it forward. And they got back in time. South Africa is just cutting out the opportunity for Pakistan. It's not for the first time, though, we've seen Pakistan turn over in the middle, and off they go.
Yeah, we see that beautiful run through the middle, and it's a good idea to go for the pass across the goal. But now we see South Africa on the opposite end.
Be an example here of how open a game it could be, and the goals do flow. Pakistan, who scored 13, conceded 19. South Africa scoring 10, conceded 30. Good turn from Mvimbi here. Plenty around him. It's the touch on from Mentor. Looks to recover and win it back, and he has done. And on the reverse stake is wide. Dea Kassim. What an important touch that was, because that looked destined. Mustafa Kassim, in he goes. Dea.
Here we see the second chance for Diane. He turns beautifully, taking it on the first hand, and this is his first chance. Taking it on the, going for the backhand shot. Brave defense from Pakistan, and yeah, they go again. And diving in on that far post.
They couldn't put the brakes on in time. Seo. And Kassim, not quite. That's a good pass. Got through two, and a stick going flying again, this time for Afraz. Sign of things to come, perhaps, now.
I think both teams are showing their resilience as they often lose the ball cheaply in the midfield, but then do their best to get back.
Quite coming off for Pakistan this time. Mustafa Kassim going a long way over the top. What a reach and take that is from Winford. Out, and a penalty corner. It's a good start from Wakar. But penalty corner it will be for South Africa.
That's a really good reach, good receive on the back line. And yeah, we see that shot on goal coming in with power. And that save, just taking it on the hip, winning the penalty corner for South Africa.
Wakar, incidentally, does not have the best of records. Making his bow in the Pro League. Pakistan losing all of their games in the Pro League, so he's yet to be on a winning team yet. Not here.
40 seconds up. One of the defenders has to leave.
It'll be Mohamed Hamaduddin. So not helping themselves here, Pakistan. So here they go, South Africa. Stopped and then fired in. Oh, that is a finish.
And what a celebration as well.
Trevor Delora with the goal. Scorer pre-World Cup against Malaysia. And now at the World Cup, he has smashed this in.
Yeah, we see well defended by Pakistan on that first wave run, but the rebound falling for Trevor Delora, and he smashes it into that bottom.
I think they can build on this now. Something from the first game we saw France really struggle to do once they'd taken the lead. Pakistan do in responding after the 20th goal that they have conceded at this World Cup. On quickly by Hobson. He continues his run to the left here. If he can be found. Unable to be so.
I think the biggest difference that we're seeing in this game, if we were to make a comparison to the one we saw this morning, is that both teams attack with a lot of speed. And we will see end-to-end stuff here, where I think in the previous game we saw two teams that were really comfortable in playing the ball around the back. So buckle up, we're in for for an exciting game, I think.
It's not been dull in games featuring these two at this World Cup. Pakistan have mainly been here, and they've been pickpocketed here. Kassim can't find anybody in the circle. Pakistan involved in high-scoring games, not necessarily on the right end of results. South Africa having played the bulk of their World Cup in Wavre. It's come back off the foot of the Pakistan player here. He's asking the question, Rana, that it was too strong a tackle. It should go his way. In fact, it's gone against him. Clear take of the ball and then just nudging it onto the foot as he loses his balance. Pakistan getting up high and getting the ball back. Free hit for Pakistan, starting so quickly. Into the circle they go. South Africa doing their very best to make sure they don't give away any penalty corners. There's Mustafa Kassim, and over the sideline. And that is flashed straight across. And it will still be Pakistan who can keep the heat on. Here's Ahmad Butt. Has to take it backwards. Once again, edging closer to 200 caps. It's 197 for him this afternoon. Quite the career on and off the pitch. The aerial well cut out by Spooner. He finds the pass to send South Africa on their way in Ngubane. And Kassim. To the baseline they go here, South Africa. Good hold-up play. Nettling. Pakistan back there with plenty and surrounding the ball.
That was good defense, just getting their numbers in. Just struggling to make that connection on their counter-attack.
What do you think the overall... So just have a look at Mahmood is not involved today for Pakistan. In terms of a South African viewpoint, what do you think it will go down to finish 11th here.
I think they'd be really, really pleased with an 11th place finish, but yeah, we see them go and attack again.
That's come off a foot and the foot of Colin Mentor.
Yeah, I think an 11th place finish would be something that they can be proud of. We know that South Africa is a team that has a lot of challenges and difficulties in their lead up to the World Cup. See them being put to the defensive test once again. But yeah, we know that it's a team that has, when I talk to the difficulties and the challenges, we know a lot of teams here have got the luxury of having good solid programs, a good foundation to work off years in advance as they prepare for a World Cup, where South Africa are unfortunate enough not to have that luxury, where a lot of their preparation is self-funded, a lot of crowdfunding, that puts an extra stress on players.
We've heard the stories of Wales being one of those to rely on some crowdfunding. Preparation hasn't been great for Pakistan. The change of a coaching team, a nation who are trying to find themselves again in the top level, 4-time champion of the world. Nobody's got near to equaling that, although Germany and the Netherlands will look to challenge that if they are to get through to their respective semi-finals. They'll be playing later tonight.
It's good working the ball on the left-hand side, but South Africa do well to get back.
Nettling still driving on here for South Africa. Nettling and the little touch over. We're going to see another card here for Pakistan. So that's their second green card already of this game. Just to that to the 8, yes, that they picked up in the tournament. Zafar Ali is the player that is to go and have a sit down for 2 minutes, so that will creep into the second quarter.
South Africa seem to have settled and have a little bit more of the control after what started off as end-to-end stuff.
Well controlled, and Pakistan can build here, try and get 2 further ahead. In Afraz now, and Afraz looking for a foot, and that's well defended. Spinner on the reverse clears away, and now Dayan Kassim picks it up again, the captain for South Africa. And the link-up play here, it's just taken a bit dangerously. Good to Toy.
Ahmed not happy about that little lift into him.
There's the hooter for the end of the first quarter. And at times it's been entertaining, and it's been end-to-end. South Africa with the goal from Trevor Delora, which was absolutely nailed beyond Waka. And it's South Africa.
अपनों की दहलीज पे रहें, एक कॉल पे मौजूद, ताकि मुस्कुराते रहें पाकिस्तानी, खुशहाल रहे पाकिस्तान। KNN
Well, so far as the crowd is getting greater here at the Wagener Stadion, this heartbeat of hockey here in the Netherlands. Quite the occasion last night it was for the women's semi-final, which featured the Netherlands, and will be in action later against Spain for a place in the final to face either Germany or Argentina on Sunday. So Pakistan restart. They've conceded 20 goals at this World Cup. They're coming into this game with only Malaysia and Wales having conceded more than them. And South Africa will look dangerous once they got going and getting to the baseline. Saw how effective it was for the French earlier.
Pakistan just struggling at the start of this quarter just to keep possession.
Every game has carried importance and jeopardy here at this World Cup, and it's still the same when she gets to these matches. Well, there might be some people going, well, playing for 11th or 12th. But players understand what is needed. Finish well.
Yeah, of course you want to finish strong. You know that you've had a extremely challenging, extremely tough World Cup, and how you finish is also going to set the tone for the next phase of your team's progress.
Yeah, ranking points so important as well.
Yeah, we spoke about it earlier, Chris. I think everybody underestimates the value of these position playoffs for some of the teams. The ranking points are really important, so it will determine what tournaments you potentially could be included in or excluded from in the years following these major events like the World Cup. And that can have an impact on your qualification route to the next major event, which is the Olympic Games, of course.
Of course, 2028.
And then not forgetting that for some of the teams it has a major effect on their funding.
Absolutely, is Mustafa Kasim here. Well stopped. As he races away to...
Yeah, we see him turn strong and hit it on his forehand. Good defense.
Stolen it back here, Dan Kasim. Oh! And finds his way in. And the captain leading the way. And South Africa have a 2-goal lead here over Pakistan. Again, it's another bright start to this quarter.
Everybody enjoying this as well. Yeah, we see the brilliant play. He's patient. He knows he doesn't have time to go for the big shot. So he just pushes it hard with a slight lift. And of course, Sufyan Khan gets a touch on that. Oh, sorry. It is Ahmed, but that gets a touch on that and deflects it into the goal.
And Kasim, scorer against France at this World Cup. And, it's not all about his brother with the goals.
I wonder if they have a little competition between the two.
I was just thinking that.
We can ask them after the game.
Mustafa is now the record World Cup scorer for South Africa. Just to add to being a record World Cup scorer in indoor hockey as well for South Africa. Taking over a record of Greg Nicol, Justin King, Justin Reed-Ross.
It's taken a while, I think, to break those records. So it's really nice to see. Here we see South Africa just settle in again, moving the ball around.
That's a lovely turn from Tevin Koch. Another has had some 10 years of service with the senior squad. It might come back to him here, and it did, and it's a point-blank stop from Waka.
And that was good work from Tevin, created a lot in that attacking piece of play. You see Pakistan just struggling to get a grip on finding their momentum in this game.
Davis. Fall for Mentor. They're struggling really, aren't they, Pakistan, to get out here. The physical side of things being taken on well by Searle. Turner's not on, and Pakistan just keep a bit of a cool head here. Covered by Abdul Rahman. He's taken his team much higher up the pitch, but this was the moment.
Yeah, we saw that good baseline attack and also a really important save.
Look at either side of Waka, and you're certainly looking at 3-0 through the legs, and then nothing wrong with the recovery to win that back. Good play from Mentor. He's gone over the sideline, and it will be a restart for Pakistan here. Just to keep it going, and then a bit of around the world, but just running out of space. South Africa finished 9th of the last Olympics, their best ever finish. Had a good Nations Cup as well, got to the final. Good New Zealand on the way, lost to France. Space to work with here for Pakistan. Into the circle, on the reverse, and that is a wonderful finish. Following in, making sure the ball does go in. Wow. 1-2. 1-2.
Ali, can you hear me?
Just got to check everything's
South
okay.
Africa, I've ordered a goal. They've asked for back stick on the initial shot, please.
Okay, looking for back stick in the circle.
So this is a team referral from South Africa. Yeah, we see the shot on goal.
Can I get another angle, maybe from behind, please?
And the tip in.
Then that one's blurry. Anything else but from like this side of his stick?
Sorts of different angles available for Ali Keo
Yeah,
here.
slow.
It happens so fast. It's going to be difficult to see, but
Play me that one again, please. Yeah. Okay, and then from the front once more, please.
from this angle, it looks like it's a clean shot.
And the behind one once more, please.
And the angle from behind is going to be really tricky because it's quite blurry.
Give me 10 with a
Yeah,
the
front
movement
decision
of the
coming.
ball as well. Seemed a clean contact.
Sean, there is no clear reason to change your decision. Restart with a goal and South Africa will lose their referral.
Thank you.
So the goal stands. South Africa lose their referral. Afraz, I mean, just how good was that finish, that tip-in?
That was unbelievable. Just having the bravery and also just knowing the timing to get in front of the goal. Yeah, we see it again, the backhand shot, and he just gets in front of the keeper and tips it in.
He's hit that reverse. He's hit so hard as well. So the timing is everything, isn't it? The control. Oh, and they've lost out here as Davis for South Africa. Pakistan hungry for more. Penalty corner. And really now with that goal and the celebrations as well of Pakistan.
No, mate, it's poor.
Feel like the wind is in their sails.
No, guys, enough. We've had 2 of you. Enough. Off you go.
This is where we will see a card awarded to
Mustafa Kassim.
Good.
Told to go away, he didn't.
So we see the tackle from behind. That is indeed a penalty corner. And the celebration from Pakistan.
Sucbrice Hayat made that dart. Well, what can they do from here? Sufyan Khan, here he goes. We've got another go as it comes off the foot of Vimby.
Yeah, we see that good first wave running again.
Sufyan Khan, all of his goals been from penalty corners in his career. And that is stopped, and then it's been put in. The quickest to react was Pakistan there. And all of a sudden, we've gone from 2-0 South Africa to 2-2. Mohamed Ahmad, the fastest off the mark.
See the penalty corner once again. It's good on target, good initial save by De Jager, but he loses the ball. He loses sight of the ball. That makes it really difficult for him to make the clearance. And as you said, the fastest Ahmed got there, getting in that equalizer.
De Jager thinks it's gone in. The way that he's falling and looking behind him, he thinks it's already gone in.
Yeah, it was a good initial save, but that's where you need your defenders to pounce on the free ball as well.
Well, Mohamed Ahmad with his 11th international goal. And we said that we were going to get goals. This was never going to finish 0-0. And we've got 4 goals already. And full credit to Pakistan. From 2-0 down, they are now back to parity. And amazing what goals can do. That shift from the first goal that they got back to now, here they come again with so much confidence. To the right of the circle, now entering, it's come off the foot of Calvin Davis, and South Africa cannot live with Pakistan's attack at the minute.
Yeah, we see the baseline attack and easily finding Calvin Davis's right foot.
Ability to ponder from the coach. So, scoring from a penalty corner, a 6th goal from a penalty corner. Pakistan at this World Cup. Sufyan Khan. Here he goes. A big deflection on that off a stick. And it will just be a long corner this time. South Africa still a player down. Mustafa Kassim will take that, as Rana puts it. Fortunate for the baseline.
Yeah, we see the penalty corner again. Well run by the first wave, getting a stick on it.
Well, he said he fancied just the scrappy old 1-0, didn't he, Bob Veldoff? You're not going to get that with Pakistan. The nation looking to try and re-find why hockey was so good. In a different era now, different age. The dominance was there, along with India. 4 World Cup titles. Last in 1994 against the Netherlands in Sydney. They won the very first one back in 1971. Hobson.
See just a change in pace from both teams at the moment.
They're winning that duel, aren't they, in the middle of the park here are Pakistan. As soon as South Africa have it, they are onto them, hunting them down.
Okay, good.
Did by Sucbrice Hayat. Long corner.
as we see them change their pace and just play with a little bit more aggression as well as they. See the penalty corner once again. It's good on target. Good initial save by the Yaga, but he loses the ball. He loses sight of the ball. That makes it really difficult for him to make the clearance. And as you said, the fastest.
As soon as South Africa
got there,
they are onto
getting in that equaliser.
Thiago thinks he's gone in by the way that he's falling and looking behind him.
See the penalty corner once again. It's good on target. Good initial save by the Yaga, but he loses the ball. He loses sight of the ball. That makes it really difficult for him to make the clearance. And as you said, aggression as well. The fastest.
Got on the reverse. It's into the side
getting in
of the
that
goal.
equaliser.
Good chance for Delora, who scored already. The way that he's falling and looking behind him.
See the penalty corner once again. It's good on target. Good initial save by the Yaga, but he loses the ball. He loses sight of the ball. That makes it really difficult for him to make the clearance. And as you said, the fastest got there. Well, their strength is getting in that equaliser. So I think if they suddenly start slowing it down,
the way that he's falling and looking behind
very
him.
uncomfortable for them. See the penalty corner once again. It's good on target. Good initial save by the Yaga, but he loses the ball. He loses sight of the ball. That makes it really difficult for him to make the clearance. And as you said, the fastest.
Just waiting for others to arrive.
Getting in that equaliser.
Thiago thinks he's gone in. The way with Plettenberg Bay. It's a club game. A little bit delighted with what he's seen in terms of a response. The opening stages very much belong to South Africa.
We knew we would get an unpredictable performance.
Mohamed Abdullah. It's away from Abdul Manan.
Good tackle, good tackle.
Indeed now. Finding Searle. Searle, what's he going to do? Oh, that's going to be a long corner. Could have been more for South Africa.
2 balls.
See that defensive work.
Nadeem, free hit on the edge of the circle.
Do you find? Good. Okay, enough.
The 5 meters before entering. Another touch off a South African foot. Back it goes. From Mustafa.
Is dangerous on those fast attacks.
What?
We'll find Ali. Isn't the best of connections, but it works out nonetheless for Pakistan here. Zanfar Ali has got a free hit. Oh, that's me.
Going to the last minute of this first half of the game. We've got 2 balls on the field as well.
Oh.
I believe they've got to go all the way back to take that free hit once again. Just to break in the momentum that they were building.
Thank you. Okay.
Can be. Lofted aerials again, with those sorts of moments. I was waiting for the whistle to be blown in favour of the defence. Runner. Oh, they got the overlap to the right as well, and off he goes. And the chase to keep this in now with time running out, 7 seconds. It's wild, and that will be that. So the hooter goes to bring to an end 2 quarters of fascinating hockey between Pakistan and South Africa, who had a lead, had a very good lead actually, before Pakistan and the comeback. They were 2-0 up, South Africa. Pakistan have come back with quick goals. And it's all to play for going forward into the second half here at the Wagener Stadion. Half-time, Pakistan 2, South Africa 2. In what is a game where both teams are looking to finish as high as 11th here at the FIH Hockey World Cup. Iranyi in the stands, getting ready, getting settled in for the semi-final later. But this one is very much on a knife edge, you have to say. We'll go back through it all after the break.
अपनों की रैलीज पे रहें, एक कॉल पे मौजूद, ताकि मुस्कुराते रहें पाकिस्तानी, खुशहाल रहे पाकिस्तान। KNN
Welcome back to Amsterdam, everybody. Great shot of the stadium and a great game happening on the pitch as well. South Africa held a pretty comfortable lead with those 2 goals from Delora and Dejan Kassim before Afras and Ahmad came back with quick fire goals to level the game. Who finishes 11th here at the FIH Hockey World Cup? Will it be Pakistan or will it be South Africa? Well, South Africa raced out of the traps, and there was Delora to smash this one in as it came back to him from the penalty corner of the first runner, and he made no mistake in finding the corner. Great sweet connection, and South Africa had a lead. Then as the second quarter went on, all of a sudden they found themselves 2-0 up, and it was Dejan Kassim via a rather grand deflection and diversion into the goal, and all of a sudden, Marcia, they were looking very comfortable indeed, weren't they, South Africa?
Yeah, South Africa were looking really comfortable in their attacking play, but Pakistan was not going to accept it so easily.
Stunning way to bring yourself back into the game as Afras guided this tip-in so well off the reverse stick from Ahmad. And 1-2, and that got their tails up then. Have always been a strength from penalty corners, and it was Ahmad who reacted so fast off the mark after it squirmed under Cullen Diaga here.
Yeah, you see his fast reaction, just getting in on that loose ball. He knows that Diaga has lost sight of it, and just puts it into the net.
Who'd be a goalkeeper, hey, in those sorts of moments? So 6 shots a goal for Pakistan to the 10 of South Africa. 14-9 in South Africa's favour in terms of circle entries. Penalty corners, South Africa have scored from 1. Pakistan have scored from 1 also. Disciplinary side of things was always going to be an interesting one today, and we've had 3 green cards, 2 for Pakistan, 1 for South Africa.
Yeah, we knew that sort of both teams coming into this game leading sort of that card tally.
Yes.
We could sort of anticipate a little bit of ill discipline from time to time, hoping that the 2 teams actually have learned something from it, because what we've seen as well with cards comes a lot of yeah, the circumstances around it are not always favorable. A lot of teams being punished in those moments, those crucial moments, and actually Pakistan score when when South Africa have a green card as well.
It's been quite an intense affair.
See the South African players, the women's players also here cheering on the men. And looking at the fixtures for today.
Yeah, New Zealand, Ireland at 2 o'clock local time in Wavre. England, Australia will be absolutely fascinating at 3 o'clock local time here. And then the semi-finals, Netherlands against Spain here in Amsterdam. Let's hear from Bob Veldhoff. Here's his thoughts.
I think it was a bit of a shaky start from your team, but you're probably very pleased with the response you got.
Every game the same. We talk about it, we manage it, and still we come 2-0 behind, and we always have to come back in the game, but we manage it. Yeah.
It looks like your team still has some resilience in them left.
Yeah, I think that we are quite fit. Yeah, at the moment, and we have some plan for the second half. So let's see.
It looked like you had it all under control with a 2-goal lead, and then within 2 minutes you gave it all away.
Yeah, we're back to a clean slate again. Just ill discipline in defense. I think under control, we look to run the ball out the back. Yeah, instead of moving it. When we move it, there's so much space on the pitch. And we just need to learn to be patient. We play the next 30 minutes with patience and control. I think we'll be okay.
Patience and control is the key. And there's always going to be space from both teams, isn't it? In behind both teams.
Yeah, we're seeing both teams attack with speed. They also get their numbers behind the ball on defense. You see them scrambling just to get back. Bob is really happy with how fit his team is. He believes that they have the ability to manage the different phases of the game. Yeah, we see the South African ladies once again getting into it. But yeah, I think exactly what Devon said, patience is going to be really, really important.
And it must be so frustrating, as Bob seemed to put across very well there, falling behind, starting well, but falling behind, giving themselves difficulties and work to do to come back.
Yeah, well, he also seems really confident with the fact that they've got a lot of experience of doing that. And I think with that experience, that builds confidence that you know you can always come back after.
South Africa attacking from right to left.
Well,
Pakistan starting with a full-on defeat at the hands of England. Which saw them finish in third spot in this second pool phase. What can they make of this opportunity now? Gazemfar Ali just delayed the pass, and across it goes, and away in time. And it's going to be a penalty corner and a really bright beginning this for Pakistan.
Just good patience in setting up that baseline attack, and Ngubani just clearing it off the baseline, giving away, conceding that penalty corner.
He works at a college in Johannesburg. So I think we don't want to get caught out and run out of time like Pakistan did in the first half. There's the trap. And the stop. And now we'll get another opportunity.
Yeah, we see the penalty corner once again. He gets a good grip on that. De Jager making the save, but it going high. Danger.
So they'll go again here, Pakistan. And deflection in. Pakistan lead. And Rana with the decisive deflection. And for the first time in this game, it is Bob Veldhoff's side who are in front.
That is one of the biggest smiles I've seen at this tournament. Yeah, we see the goal again. It's a good penalty execution, penalty corner execution. It's a good flick. He goes flat for the variation, and Rana on that tip in.
Well, he comes off. He's a player who does score a variety of goals. And adding to his 2 goals that he scored against Japan at this World Cup. 45 goals now for Pakistan. And they have started this second half by the proverbial house on fire.
Well, we know South Africa is not just going to lie down and accept it either, so I'm expecting quite an aggressive piece of attacking play from the South African men.
3-3 against Malaysia, and they've been involved in.
Good time with you. Yep.
As we mentioned, it's never really dull with regards to these two nations. South Africa, the dominant force of African hockey.
See the penalty corner once again. Pakistan just dropping in, ensuring that that midfield is closed off.
There's Hobson. financial controller. Cost of the day job, Cape Town.
You'll find that a lot of the South African players have got to navigate between full-time jobs or studying full-time and following a national hockey program.
Well, the school kids that have been involved here this morning, absolutely loving the entertainment put on by the French team post-match, which was great to see, actually.
Good tackle.
Part of opportunities for the kids to enjoy the hockey and enjoy the clinics here as well. That's just watching. That's well won back as well, stepping out of defence, although coming off the foot of Sufyan Khan. This is what Pakistan, once they start going, once they start rolling over halfway, so tough to stop, and that's great play from Searle, it really is, who did not let Pakistan get any further. Started playing football before turning to hockey, as his dad was a hockey coach.
Two balls once again.
Come on, Ball Patrol, you've been absolutely magnificent through this tournament. Nearly there, nearly at the end game. Just a nudge in the back and needs to be taken back. And Kabani here, and for Mustafa Kasim. Sees the run of Mvimbi.
Mvimbi does well to lead up high into that left corner. And now we see Pakistan trying to build up, but losing the ball on the sideline.
Batter. It's Cork. Mvimbi and Cork again for Spooner. Hustling from Pakistan, isn't it? There's Rana.
It's a good run.
Through, yeah, it's so much blue available as well. Blue available as well, isn't there?
Spoke about the spaces behind the midfield lines.
It's been on there for a coach.
Well, especially when you can see it and you know the players are struggling to see it on the field. See Tahira Augustine in the stands.
Dan very nearly took it on. Should have been pretty impressed with the finish and the goal that he scored earlier. Clocked 100 caps as Tahira clocked 50 here.
Yeah, on the same day, I believe.
It was on the same day, yes. What can Pakistan do here? Let's settle down. A penalty corner has been awarded as it fell for Rana.
He has the shot on goal, and in that defense from Seal, it just connects with his foot after getting his stick in the way. So it's brave defense.
More for Rapid Mambu to watch on. Notable drag flicker himself. When you've got Sufyan Khan at your disposal as well, you've always got a chance.
Ready?
Here he goes. That's a good block, strong block by Hans Netling. Communication again from the two umpires, immediately saying that it's a stick. South Africa not hanging around now. Dan Kasim. Dan Kasim, flick up off a Pakistan stick. Zafraz. Ghazafali. Sufyan Khan. Oh, and the control here is just asking for trouble. And that's all right. Nursling winning it fairly. And Mustafa Kasim to get it back. And Wakar stops him from scoring.
No, it's a slip. He slipped, mate, honestly. No, I've definitely
Great interplay.
That was an incredible save by Waka. You see that turnover in the midfield. Really well done.
Oh, my goodness. Stick again flying. It's Mustafa Kasim's this time. It's all going on.
Ali, coming to you.
We're going to go to
just
an
step up.
umpire referral.
Ali, my referral. I've ordered a free out for a swing and a miss. Can you just make sure there was no contact by the defender, please? Therefore, checking potential penalty stroke.
So I'm looking for the ball hitting the defender.
The stick. Stick on stick.
Stick on, okay. Can I get another angle, please?
So we're looking for interference from the defender when Mustafa goes for the shot on goal.
Decision coming.
Yeah, the decision.
Sean, there's no clear reason to change your decision. Restart with a free hit to the defence.
Thanks, Ali.
Your thoughts, Marshall?
My eyes tell a story of their own. Yeah, it's really, really interesting because from one angle, here we see that charge in the midfield. That creates that good 1-2 moment between Dayan and Mustafa, and the important save from Waka. On that referral, I think it's really good that the umpire wanted to check it. I don't think we saw enough angles to know if it was the right decision. However, from the one angle that we did see, it seems like there is interference from the defender.
Play.
Mustafa Kasim, penalty corner, South Africa.
We're going to go for a referral.
A foot. Yeah, no problem. Just step away from me, guys. Step away from me. Ali?
Yep.
Team referral from Pakistan have ordered a penalty corner for a foot. They're saying that just before that there was an attacker's foot. Just
Okay.
inside the circle.
Looking for a foot in the circle.
Thank you.
So whose foot was it first?
Another angle on number 2.
So was it Kasim first?
Just replay that bit again, just rewind. Yeah, here. Yeah, okay, and then the first angle you showed me, just once more, please. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this.
From this angle, it looks like it could have just nicked the side of his shoe.
Do you have anything else from the baseline,
But it's
maybe,
really,
or
really
is he out of
difficult to
shot?
see, to be honest.
I think you're wanting more
No,
angles.
not that one. So from behind the goal. He's out of shot. Okay, no, that's not the first. So
where
the one from
Contact with the foot of
yeah.
Abdullah.
From this angle, you don't see it. You see it missing his foot.
And look at the direction of the ball
Okay,
as well.
and
If there was to
from
be any sort of
camera
contact, you might
number
see the ball
5 again,
change
please.
direction.
I think it's camera 5. Yeah.
Yeah, from this angle, it also
Yeah. Okay, decision coming.
is quite difficult.
Sean, there's no clear reason to change your decision. Restart with a penalty corner, and Pakistan will lose their referral.
Thanks for that.
So the loss of a referral, South Africa lost theirs early, and Pakistan now have lost theirs.
No, lost referral. No. Go on, to guys. Go on, there you go. Let's get ready.
the players wanting to make friends with the umpires today. I don't think that they realize the umpires don't appreciate a casual conversation.
You were the most friendliest, weren't you, to an umpire?
I could think of other ways to make friends with them. Put your arm around them during the anthems, for example.
Mustafa Kasim here has been pretty good this tournament from this position. Swap around, here he goes. And he comes back into play via the goalkeeper high and dangerously, so they'll go again.
Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it and a reward.
There's the change once more. And there'll be another reward. Looking for Tevin Koch on this occasion.
This just keeps the defense guessing. This time going for the variation on the other side.
And tried the variations, whether they just go for a flick here. Oh, he's going to hit it. Oh, wide. And the drag. Not that far wide.
Here we see off this slip, looking for that far post.
Of course, his last 3 appearances, 5 in that run, in fact, this World Cup. Let's hit it over here, Pakistan.
Good tackle.
And from Hobson and now Cog. Spelling the game is for South Africa, who find themselves behind. Been 2-0 up, Cog. Sofyan Khan's come off his foot out just outside the circle. They keep the pressure on here, South Africa, as they look for another penalty corner. They get it.
There's a smart play from Tevin Koch on the baseline. He knows that that foot is exposed. And just as a smart play, casually just plays it onto that exposed Tevin Koch on the baseline. So composed, knows that that foot is exposed. And just as a smart play, casually just plays it onto that exposed Tevin Koch on the baseline. So composed, knows that that foot is exposed. And just as a smart play, casually just plays it onto that exposed Tevin Koch on the baseline. So composed, knows that that foot is exposed. And just as a smart play, casually just plays it onto that Tevin Koch on the baseline. So composed, knows that that foot is exposed. Just as a smart play, casually just plays it onto that Tevin Koch on the baseline. So composed, knows that that foot is exposed. Just a smart play, casually just plays it onto that Tevin Koch on the baseline.
Oh, much better this time. Mustafa Kasim continues to score. Oh, much better this time. No stopping that one. And it's 3-3.
Here we see a better execution on the stop. And Mustafa gets a good grip on this one. That line stop just doesn't see it at all. Brilliant execution of that penalty corner.
Well, that's goal number 7. And 6th courtesy of penalty corner. And he's now 1 behind Thomas Domine, who leads the charge at the top of the top scorer ranks. Turnover here, and Dan Kasim is in, finds the angle. That's the outside of the goal. And looking to score quick fire, just as Pakistan did in this first half. A low amount of space that there is here for Afraz. Nearly got caught off guard there, South Africa.
Yeah, Diago were put to the test on that one. It was a brilliant ball, finding him free in the circle, taking it on his backhand, and Diago does really well to close down the spacing, the angle as well.
It's Cork! No, not to be. Well, the way this is going, strap yourselves in, everyone.
You might get whiplash from the end-to-end action that we're seeing right now. There's that opportunity from Tevin Cock once again.
Diago in goal for South Africa, by the way. Sister Morgan playing for the women's team here in Amstelveen.
Pakistan just chasing their next goal. You see them putting a higher press, setting up a higher press against the South African team. That is a stick to the face. Often stuff as they challenged for that high ball. Yeah, we've got blood.
Mustafa Kasim here is going to have to get some medical attention. The discussions are going now here as well as to...
This is the only thing about these two teams. They can both be hot-headed at times. Yeah, we see that challenge from both players and that stick connecting with the head. Chris, I'm really interested to see the management of this situation right now, because early on in the tournament we saw Argentina suffer a 10-minute yellow. That's a good touch on it. For something, they changed the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane.
More of an accidental in that occasion.
Yeah. So this is going to be really interesting, because we are also in a different phase of the tournament, so we don't have deflection on Diane from start to now. Gets a good see the umpires trying to just get control of it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Yeah, but this is what Mvimbi doesn't understand, is that the umpire is making sure he's going to make the right decision. So you've got to give him the space. Looking for the deflection on Diane is not going to help. Gets a good touch on it.
I've got a clear view of this one. I'm pretty confident there's no serious misconduct. It's just accidental.
Looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it.
Can you watch this?
Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane.
It's interesting that Alikio is asked Sean
Gets a
Edwards
good touch
to
on
watch
it.
this with her as well.
Yeah,
that doesn't look great from that angle.
They change the castle,
Yeah,
looking
so am I.
for the
So
deflection
I'm
on
going to come down the
Diane.
decision for you now. Yeah.
Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see
Sean, I have advice.
they change the castle,
There is
looking
serious
for the
misconduct.
deflection
So
on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle,
So Umar
looking for
Mustafa
the
is going to
deflection
sit
on
down
Diane.
for 10 minutes.
Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane.
Here as well.
Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, because it is within the... They change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Yeah, we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. He gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane.
It was right in front of him.
He gets a good touch on it. And here we see
went for their backhand
they change the castle,
shot on goal.
looking
Yeah,
for
we will
the
see it. It was a
deflection on
good piece of
Diane.
attacking play from South Africa, and as he
Gets
goes
a
for
good
that
touch on it.
backhand shot on
And
goal, he connects
Here we
with
see
the hand.
they change the
They are
castle,
calling
looking
for
for the deflection on Diane.
medical support from the sideline.
Gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the
good
castle,
reaction.
looking for
Again
the
from Waka.
deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. And here we see
There's the patched up.
they change the castle, looking for the
Nose.
deflection on Diane.
And,
Gets a good touch on it.
South
And
Africa here.
Here we see
That player advantage
they change the
to finish
castle,
Q3 strong.
looking for
And
the
Vimbi
deflection
one
on
of those
Diane.
surges, it comes
Gets a good
loose,
touch on
Nedling.
it. And here we see
Settle for Searle,
they
long
change the
corner.
castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. And here we see
Cass
they change the castle,
going to lift.
looking for the deflection on Diane.
Taken down, and
Gets a good touch on it. And
Pakistan
here
can
we
clear,
see
but only as far as Davis.
they change
And
the castle,
Cass once again.
looking for the deflection on Diane.
23 seconds.
Gets a
Spooner
good touch on it. And here we see
and Davis.
they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for
stick from
the
Sean
deflection
Edwards.
on Diane.
And Pakistan will
Gets a
try
good
and
touch
run
on
these
it.
seconds down. They will get the out, and that is the hooter.
They change
So
the
plenty
castle,
going on
looking for the
in the
deflection on
third
Diane.
quarter. Not more so than the yellow
Gets a good
card for
touch on
10
it.
minutes.
And
That has
here
been
we
awarded
see
to Pakistan.
they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane.
Still there to be won, this
Gets a
one.
good touch on it.
Fascinating final
Here we see
15 minutes to play here in
change the
Amsterdam.
castle,
Pakistan
looking
3,
for the deflection
South
on
Africa
Diane.
3.
Gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. And here we see they change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane.
a good touch on it. And look, here we see they changed the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it.
A bit to digest
And
from that quarter,
we
Marcia.
see
Plenty going on,
change the
but it
castle,
sets things up.
looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Here we see change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Here we see change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. Gets a good touch on it. Here we see change the castle, looking for the deflection on Diane. They change the castle,
So
looking
South
for
Africa
the
get us
deflection
back
on Diane.
underway. Well, Pakistan have a player out for a considerable while yet in this fourth quarter due to that 10-minute yellow card. A serious misconduct. Stick to the nose of Mustafa Kasim, who is now back out there. And so what, just under 6.5 minutes, Pakistan have to play a player light.
It's not stopping them from hunting and chasing down that goal.
Davis did well, and this is from Bata. That's key for playing against a team, a player light. Is it patience? Is it tempo?
It's a combination of both, and of course you need to stay disciplined and just consider some of your decision making. You know, you don't want to rush it, but at the same time you also don't want to be too casual about it. So it's just finding that balance.
Discipline the key, I think, for Pakistan being a player light too. This is Rana in the circle. And Hanan, can he get a shot away here perhaps? He loops over and it will only be a long corner.
Yep.
Hamid Ahmad to restart things for the four-time world champions, Pakistan. Qualified for the last one. Previous appearance back in 2018. They've not been to an Olympic Games since 2012 in London. A nation who are looking to find themselves again on the world scene. And introduce hockey back to the people of Pakistan as well, looking at the next generation and what they're trying to do in schools across the country. He's got to sail all the way.
You can see that they're not too phased by that yellow card as they go on attack once again. Hanan doing some exceptional work on the top of that circle.
Yeah, it's a great steal as well on halfway from Afraz. Oh, it can go again, and they've got the space here. Oh, the touch just allows De Jager to come out and get a save. Just got away from Mohamed Ahmad, didn't it? Pakistan here in a good place. There is Ahmad. And now Dayan Kasim. Ahmad Bud with the trying to cut it out there. And here come Pakistan again. Abdul Rahman. A long corner.
And we're going to see a card given indeed to South Africa. Gubani is going to go off on it with a green card.
8 green and 6 yellow at the start of this game for South Africa during this World Cup. And over the top for Dayan Kasim. He's all on his own now. Dayan Kasim. What can the captain do? He's still got it. He's going to lay it on a plate as he... Oh, and he's finally taken, was it? My goodness, how has South Africa not capitalized there? Searle, his eyes must have lit up for that moment.
I think he got just as excited as the crowd did, and almost forgot to play the ball. Free man, and of course, let's not forget how well Pakistan defense have done to get back on time.
Arshad with the cover. Such an experienced name as well. His defensive play there is known for his stick skills and trickery. One of the Pakistan team who played at the inaugural World Cup of the Hockey Fives in Oman a couple of years ago.
And those are the moments for a player like Seal where you see playing his 19th international game for South Africa. It's a big moment to score at the World Cup, and sometimes can just slip away from you.
Taken in by Abdul Manan.
Good touch on that defensive play, and just trying to connect with Dayan high up in the field. South Africa will now go back to 11. He has that opportunity for Pakistan once again. Good work by Diaga. He comes out.
There's that anticipation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hanan. I'm going to get it back here again. Especially with the force of some of these tackles coming in. Sticks everywhere during this game.
Having one player short has not stopped them at all. They know that if they want to win, they've got to attack, they've got to score goals, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Time ticking away for South Africa here. Take advantage of the extra player.
Thank you, mate.
Stays this way, we're going to a shootout.
Okay, that's enough. Yeah, good.
Oh, it's commentator's curse. We called it in that first game as well.
We did.
And then we saw some late goals scored by France.
Yeah, Timothée Clément thought, nah, you're okay. Maybe South Africa think that way as well. That wasn't a great attempt to win it from Rana.
Small foul, come on, guys.
Who can bring it clear now for Pakistan. Full complement now. Gazanfar Ali to the baseline and pulls it across and lifted it.
It's a beautiful run down the right-hand side, just attacking the baseline. In getting that cross, he just gets it too high. Pakistan have had some really exciting attacking moments down their right-hand side. They seem to be finding that space that you spoke about at the start of the second half.
So quick they are in moving up. Midfield battle. Gazanfar Ali chipping away.
Recovery from Mvimbi.
Just take a bit of pace out of things at the minute here, Spooner. Showing all of his experience. The hoccer skills. And it's come back off the foot.
No. They're calling for a ball, but there's still a ball on the field. Can't always blame the ball patrol for those.
Nicely done through the legs from Dayan Kassim. They've still got it back here. Oh, what a goal that could have been. As it came back for Tevin Cook. They're going to get a penalty corner, but the intricacies, such a short space. Great link up, could have been more.
Now we see that good piece of play. Tevin Cook does well. He doesn't have much space, and Mustafa just getting on the loose ball. Stick tackles in there from Pakistan. Desperate defense.
So Mustafa Kasim is back at the top of the D here with Calvin Davis. Near Kasim. And here he goes. It's a tip over. Important one, so a long corner it will be.
See South Africa moving their castle to the left.
Breaks down again. Pakistan, can they catch South Africa out on the break? Mustafa Kasim, that's good defense. They can get him back. And the aerial is missed. Oh, and a penalty corner.
Mustafa did well to work back and recover that ball, and then he takes the free hit quickly, going for the aerial. Yeah, we see the penalty corner once again. Just a slight move to the left to give himself a better angle as he's aiming for that far post from his angle. Let's keep his glove side.
Double figures for penalty corners awarded for South Africa. Here they go, it's Davis this time.
Oh, that would have been a nice birthday present for Spooner. He was ready to smash that in on that rebound. Here we see go for Davis on the drag flick.
Spooner traps Davis, Spooner, and Kasim, and it's loose. And this time, it's a short Edwards will go Pakistan's way. And both have lost their referrals, so this is going to be another umpire one.
Ali, my referral?
Yep.
I've given a free out for the missed shot afterwards. Can you check if it stopped the defender on the line and therefore potential penalty stroke, please?
Yep, looking for a body on the line.
Okay. Looking for a body on the line. See a variation. Yep, Mustafa.
Just one more angle on that for me, please.
Flicks it into the goal.
It's Arshad here.
Can I have the behind the goal just once more?
It does connect with Arshad, but...
Yeah, fine. Decision coming. Sean, I have advice for you. It has hit the defender on the line on the body, so you should restart with a penalty stroke.
Thank you.
Penalty stroke, South Africa.
Just whistle, no voice. Yeah. Mustafa, just... I'll do it, thank you. Yeah, great, thanks, mate.
Big moment. Here he goes. And puts it into the corner. South Africa back in front again. Mustafa Kasim with his second goal of this game.
The crowd is enjoying this one. Yeah, we see that variation on the penalty corner. Mustafa Kasim gets a good grip on that one, connecting with the line player.
He's now level with Thomas Domine.
Here we see the stroke. Just perfect execution. He has so much power and so much confidence.
So, 3-4. Takes his tally to 8 alongside Thomas Domine at this World Cup. Nobody has done it better for South Africa at a World Cup than him. Again, another boring old game featuring Pakistan and South Africa at this World Cup. So, on the reverse here, stopped by Waka. Fortunately for Sufyan Khan.
See a bit of obstruction.
5 more to play in this one. On the reverse again. A long corner for South Africa. Hobson.
Now we know that Pakistan are really going to push. We saw them do it when they only had 10 men.
That doesn't help. Thomas dominate.
But it's really important for the next 4.5 execution. South Africa stay composed. He has so much power. They ensure that they have so much confidence. Keep all 11 on the field for as long as possible.
Hobson in. Thomas dominate.
Here we see the stroke. Just perfect execution. He has so much power and so much confidence.
So, Thomas dominate.
Here we see the stroke. Just perfect execution. He has so much power and so much confidence.
Spinner as well. So,
we see the
Thomas dominate.
In the defense, we see the stroke. Good attempt on the perfect execution. Aerial. He has so much power and so much confidence on the hand. And we see South Africa on the other end once again.
Thomas dominate. To go, it is open.
Just perfect execution.
It's going to be getting stretched.
He has so much power and so much confidence. This is where both teams need to be really disciplined and trust the process. Here we see the Pakistan chasing. Just perfect execution. They need to just. He has so much power. Remember, and so much confidence. The part where they've played well, and that is baseline attack, winning penalty corner. We see this. That is when they've been at their perfect execution.
So
he has so much power
links have been
and
so good
confidence.
for South Africa. Here is another example. And Dejan Kassim. Thomas dominate. Oh, and Nesling can't return the favour.
Perfect execution. He has so much power and so much confidence. Like he's got a little bit of cramp.
So
he's going to need to run back because Pakistan are attacking down the other end.
This is far from over.
Just perfect execution.
As Pakistan come forward now.
He has so much power.
Free hit on the edge of the circle. So Hanan to the baseline again. Hanan can't squeeze it through. Another good intervention from Colin Diego.
He has so much power and so much confidence.
So
here we see the baseline attack once again, and Diaga. Here we see the stroke, making the crucial saves. He's done really well to close the angles as Pakistan attempt those baseline attacks.
Into the circle it goes. Dejan Kassim won't get there in time. 2 minutes to play. Oh, we're back by Rana. And Rana now can run. Gets away from Spooner too. Rana, and there is the birthday boy again. Right place, right time.
23.
Oh, it's not the birthday card he wanted to get. A yellow for Nick Spooner.
So there goes his... Well, there goes his game. He's gone now for the rest of this game. This is a test of South Africa's defensive discipline now. Pakistan will throw everything, but the more they throw forward, could be spaces there to exploit. Nathling.
It's important that the South Africans also remember to counter cover as they go on this attack.
Mustafa Kassim. Mustafa Kassim, oh, looking for the tip-in just to finish it all off, Carlo Mentor. And here come Pakistan. South Africa with the numbers back, 4 back there.
You see the stroke.
Well, Pakistan here through Umar Mustafa.
He has so much power.
Into the circle it goes, and they've scored! So, Hamadruddin with the decisive touch.
Just perfect execution. He has so much power and so much confidence.
And the scoring continues. So, 4 apiece. Thomas dominate.
Here we see the stroke. Just perfect execution. He has so much power and so much confidence.
So,
here we see South Africa's attack. Here we see the stroke. Just perfect execution. Far post pass, and then so Pakistan answered so much confidence. With an attack on the other side.
So,
great tip in on the far post. Here we see the stroke. Just perfect execution.
So Mohamed Hamadruddin,
he has so much power
into a goal
and so much
scored
confidence.
against Japan at this World Cup, gets a vital one here that may just see us go to a shootout.
60.
Here we see South Africa's attack. Here we see the stroke. Just perfect execution. Far post pass, and they have so Pakistan answered. So much confidence.
South Africa not done yet. Dayan Kassim. Oh, great play from Mustafa now, and he's lifted it. Now that would have been one way to win a hockey match.
Answered. So much confidence. Attack on the other side.
So
Great.
there's the countdown, and these two can't be separated. So a shootout it will be. A gripping game to watch. Might not have been one for the purists, let's put it that way, but drama to the very end.
We see that last opportunity for Mustafa going for a trick shot through his legs. We see this execution. Over the keeper, those are those indoor skills. So much confidence on the other side that he's also managed to develop and master. Unfortunately, not able to pull it off in those final seconds. And then so much confidence attack on the other side.
And so 4-4 it finishes. We need a winner, so we need to go to a shootout.
And they have so much answered. So much confidence. We've seen both keepers be exceptional in the game today. Great. What is your prediction?
They're expecting me to make a prediction of Pakistan and South Africa.
Attack on the other side.
So, prediction is that
Great
it could be
to pin
close.
on the far post. You see this execution.
However,
Pass, and they have so much answered. So much confidence. Attack on the other side.
So, full credit to
Great to pin
Pakistan
on the far post.
to come back the way that they have done.
Pass, and they have so much answered. So much confidence. Attack on the other side.
So,
Great to pin on the far post. You see this execution. Far post. Pass, and they have so much answered. So much confidence. Attack on the other side.
that is what these two are playing for here. Pakistan and South
to pin
Africa.
on the far
A great
post.
start for South Africa when Trevor Delora
Pass, and they have so much
absolutely nailed this
answered. So much
as
confidence.
he came back
Attack
to
on
him
the
from
other
the penalty
side.
corner. So, and then they made it 2-0 as well.
Great to
Dayan
pin on the far
Kassim.
post.
Again, a very influential performance from the captain, scoring here, but Pakistan all of a sudden came back to life in the second quarter.
Great to pin on the
A
far
wonderful
post.
tip in here
Far post.
from a
Pass, and
ruthless
they have so much
breakaway was finished off
so
by
much confidence.
Afras.
Attack on the
And then
other
from the
side.
penalty corner as well, the quickest to
Great
react
to
was
pin on the
Mohamed
far
Ahmad.
post.
And that was 2-2 all of a sudden.
Pass, and they have so much answered. So much confidence. Attack on
And
the
then
other
cue the
side.
carnage in the third quarter as well.
Great
When
to pin
Pakistan
on the
got
far
themselves
post.
back in front, the tip in this time, which was executed superbly by Rana.
Answered. So much confidence. Attack on the other side.
But they weren't done there at South Africa. Mustafa Kassim scoring the first of 2 goals here.
Pass, and
South
they have
Africa's
so much
all-time
answered. So much
greatest goal
confidence.
scorer
Attack on the
at a
other
World
side.
Cup. And then they got themselves in front.
Great to pin on the far post.
All coming here from an umpire referral, which then led to a penalty stroke being awarded, as that was deemed to be going in.
Great to pin on
Mustafa
the far
Kassim made
post.
sure that South Africa led
Pass, and they
as
have
well.
so much answered. So much confidence. Attack on the
South
other
Africa
side.
with a player light, with a player receiving a yellow card in
Great to pin
Spooner.
on the far post.
And just waiting for it here was
Pass, and
Mohamed
they have so much
Ahmaduddin
answered.
to
So
take
much
it to
confidence.
4-4.
Attack on the other side.
So,
Great to pin on
so
the
in
far
terms of the
post.
head-to-heads and in terms of
Pass,
shootout
and they have
wins,
so much
4 apiece.
answered. So much confidence. Attack on the other side.
South Africa losing 4-3.
Great to pin on the far post. We see this execution.
Pakistan.
Pass, and they have so much answered. So much confidence. Attack on the other side.
So just going through the
Great
formalities
to
here,
pin on the
Mr.
far
Captains and the
post.
officials for the drama that we are going to see.
Pass, and they have so much
Here
answered. So much
a
confidence.
shootout.
Attack on the other side.
So it looks
Great
like it's
to
going to
pin
be
on the
Dayan
far post.
Kassim to go
Far post.
first
Pass.
for South Africa. So take us into the mind of players who are stepping forward here, Marcia.
I think that players stepping forward for a shootout need to have the self-confidence. They need to have the composure and understand what they are actually, what they plan on doing. 8 seconds, surprisingly enough, is long enough for you to stay composed and not rush your 1v1 attack with the keeper.
So 8 seconds here for Dayan Kasim. And here he goes. One-on-one. And puts it away. So first blood belongs to South Africa in this shoot. Pakistan with their first opportunity. And it's been possible. Here. Oh, confidence to do just that. If in doubt, just smash it.
This variation is really, really good. He runs it in, he knows where the space is around Booker, and he just slaps it in.
And Mustafa up next for Pakistan. Hush around the stadium as he takes it forward here against Tiyaka. It's the seconds tick away, but it wasn't going to put him off.
Mustafa just is really patient. He moves, he knows he needs to get the keeper to commit to that one side, and he finds that space exposed on Tiyaka's left foot.
I think a score against New Zealand in the Nations Cup in the shootout in the semi-final. And is he going to be a scorer here? No, he's not. Waka. He is the man for Pakistan.
Yeah, we see that shootout from Neertling. He does well. He knows what he wants to do. Just unable to get any height on that. He's very close to the keeper, so Waka has an opportunity to make the save.
Anand is next. We've already seen one failure, and we're not going to see another one here from Pakistan, who are 3 out of 3.
Yeah, you see him do well again. He knows he's got to get Tiyaka to commit on his right foot, and then exposing that space on his left foot. It's a good goal.
This could do with happening, this, for South Africa. It is Sel against Waka, and Sel, what's he going to do? And he's run out of time. Waka standing up and making the stop anyhow. And so it's all now down to Rana.
Yeah, we see Sil just not getting a good grip on it, and then rushing on that reverse stick.
Mustafa Kasim, his brother's done his job with the first one. Here comes Mustafa Kasim against Waka. Mustafa Kasim scores. Now South Africa needed that to level it at 3-3, but still it is all in the hands of Pakistan and in the hands of Ahmad Butt here.
Mustafa does a good hook turn and gets it in between Waka's legs.
So Ahmad Butt, over to you. This to seal the deal for Pakistan. Ahmad Butt does. And it is Pakistan who end their World Cup with a victory via a shootout. They have got the better of South Africa. They will finish 11th at this World Cup. Quite the game and quite the way to finish it all off.
Big celebration on Wakam. Two really important saves in that shootout. Not only in the shootout, but throughout the game.
Yes.
He was exceptional. He made such important saves for them. But let's not forget how phenomenal some of their attacking moments were as well.
Plenty of attacking moments, as you can see, as it's finished 4-4 here, and Pakistan win the shootout 4-3.
Here we see that last shootout once again. It's well executed, just silencing the crowd. We expected a really unpredictable game, and I think that is exactly what we got.
We certainly did here between these two, where the goals have flowed in all of their games that they played, and a big hug for Waka. Played his role in that shootout. A glorious afternoon here in Amstelveen. Still plenty of drama to come, but for Pakistan it's been up and down this particular World Cup, as they are back at a World Cup. And sometimes when you don't know what you're going to get, it makes it even more interesting. And disappointment for South Africa, having held a 2-goal lead at one point. For Pakistan to come back, they then led, and then South Africa led once again, only to then concede right at the end. Plenty to learn, plenty to take going forward.
Yeah, I think both teams can be proud of the performance that they put out there today. Definitely did not disappoint from both ends. But we know that they are in very different phases. However, we know that both of them, regardless of what phases they are in, there is a lot of building happening for both of these hockey nations. And I think there's an exciting future ahead for both South Africa and Pakistan.
Pakistan, the Asian Cup coming, Asian Games, I should say, coming up as well. For South Africa, as we have a look at the photos being taken here for Pakistan.
Celebrations all around.
Absolutely, to finish 11th from a grand old nation of this World Cup. In terms of South Africa, when you think of the women's, the way that the women's team have finished this tournament as well, overall, how would you assess the landscape? We'll come back to that after we go through the highlights, but be really intrigued to get your thoughts on it. As we have a look back at what we've seen here, a game where we expected plenty, and my goodness, we got. And first of all, Trevor Delora with this smash in to make it 1-0.
He does well to pounce on the rebound.
And then a very different finish here, wasn't it, from Day and Kasim, the Kasim brothers having a real say on what happened out there. But from 2-0 up and looking very comfortable, back came Pakistan. You can never rule them out.
Indeed, and then they come back with this fast reaction on that penalty corner.
2-2 then became 3-2 when the tip in here from Rana was executed superbly. And then came Mustafa Kasim's time to make it 3-3. 3-3 then became 4-3 after a penalty stroke was awarded. Arshad here on the line, deemed to come off the body. And in it goes Mustafa Kasim. 4-4, and then with the player light as well, time running out, back came Pakistan to take us to a shootout. And looking out for number 17 here, Hanaduddin, right there to finish off, and 4-4. We went to a shootout, and South Africa it was in the end, who just could not get the better of Waka and of the clock. But in the end, it was down to Ahmad Butt to make sure that Pakistan would be victorious in the final game to finish 11th. So, as I was saying, where do you think lie the land is with regards to South African hockey after this World Cup?
I think that the performances that we've seen out here has definitely inspired the youth in South Africa. We saw a lot of them in the stands throughout the World Cup, which is also fantastic to see and experience for any young person experiencing the World Cup. But I think there is a bright future. The question is, what do these players take away from, and what are they going to do with their learnings?
Well, let's hear from Ahmad in the Pakistan camp after this victory.
What a game that was, ending in a shootout. Tell me, what was it like playing it?
First of all, alhamdulillah for the win. That's our team that we will come back in every second, in the last second. We are performing well. Our confidence is high. Now we are ready for the Asian Games. Now, inshallah, we will perform very good in the Asian Games.
You could see the celebrations after the final shootout when you won the game. Tell us how important it was to finish this World Cup with a win.
We are here after the 8 years in the World Cup, so it is a very important game for us to win the game. So we are very happy, so that's why we are celebrates good.
What will you take from this World Cup into the Asian Games that are coming up pretty quickly as well?
Because the Asian Games are very important for us, so inshallah we will perform very good in the Asian Games. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Mustafa, a disappointing result in the end. Did you feel like you had up with that goal lead just before the end of the game?
Yeah, as you can see my emotions, it's pretty gutting. But yeah, it's 12th place. We wanted to come out there and just put out a good performance. I think, tough phase of the tournament for us. When you have 2-3 days off, you just have to build towards trying to end strong. But yeah, not the best result. So disappointing.
I can also imagine it was pretty tense in the end because you had the lead just before the end, and then going into shootouts is probably a bit of a mindset as well to go into that as well. Yeah,
that's true. I think, to be honest, we gave it away. We had a 2-0 lead, and then we went up again, and then they equalized towards the end. But these are things that we have to learn from. We are a young group. Maybe if we had more time to prepare for this tournament with time together, I think these things won't happen. But yeah, we can only just be grateful and thankful for what we have.
What will you take from this World Cup overall?
Yeah, I would take personally that preparation is the key to success, and we didn't have enough preparation, in my opinion. Unfortunately, that's us as a nation. It's just not simply good enough with the preparation. Thank you very much.
Very much brutally honest there. We've already had drama from a shootout as well, with Wales beating Malaysia. So it's Malaysia who will finish at the bottom of the pile in the overall standings. Pakistan here beating South Africa in a shootout in a thriller. And earlier today we saw France beat Japan. Playing now, New Zealand have the upper hand over Ireland in WAF. Quite the second half of the afternoon coming up here, with England, Australia to play 3 o'clock local time, so not far from now. Netherlands, Spain, the first semi-final. India, Belgium as well to play classification games. And Germany, Argentina to wrap it all up today. Who will be in the World Cup final at the weekend? Who knows? What a game to finish off here between Pakistan and South Africa. Shootout success, and it's Pakistan who come out on top.